It's too inspirational. Yeah, I mean, every corner something's going on here, like, yeah, I mean, I think if I spent 6 months here, I'd have enough for about 500 novels, so I'd never get a chance to write them all. It's an amazing city, and yeah, it's full on, but I love it completely, yeah. Kind of screenwriting's kind of it's a bit like cave painting and compared to sort of doing a novel. I mean, it's like you have to have these kind of sort of pretty broad strokes, but you have to be very conscious of an audience. You're thinking that's why like genre writers transfer to screenwriting very well, because they're very market conscious, audience conscious about who's going to buy their books, and I think you have to be like that when you write a screenplay or a script, because you're working with other people, you're working with production companies, you're working with studios, and they want the film or the TV program or whatever to sell. So you have to work in collaboration with them to identify the audience and how you're going to find that audience. Whereas if you're a writer, if you write books, if you're the kind of novelist that I am, you don't really do anything other than just think about yourself, basically. It's a very self-indulgent thing. So in some ways, because of that, it's much easier. You don't have anybody to answer to, you just answer to yourself. Whereas if you're writing for screen and for TV and even for stage, you're kind of, there's a notion of the audience, and there's a notion of the people that you're working with in collaboration, because they're collaborative arts, basically. The novel's still a very individualistic thing. Well, I don't know. I think I have a lot of quietly little proud moments. I think that's much more. It's a healthier thing than having one big kind of showbiz type event where you may have kind of made you. And I think if you're making a big deal about one thing you're doing, I think there's something dodgy about it. There's something narcissistic about it. It's like kind of some like billionaire pop star saying like feed the world or save Africa or do this kind of, it's like there's something kind of going on there. I think kind of loads of little kindnesses are kind of the important things in life, I think they have to be, in a sense. I mean, I think every character you write is some part of you, whether it's a kind of repressed part or or sort of underutilized part. I mean, I think the characters, if you write a character, it's not so much a formed person as an emotional state at the start, and then you start to make it into a kind of person in a way, from pulling more stuff out of yourself, but also observing other behaviours in other people, so it becomes a kind of composite of all different things. Anywhere really. I mean, I kind of I can write a lot. I write a lot outside. I write a lot on buses, and I'm probably in some ways kind of like a bit like Mark, kind of hunching away, strolling around. But I can write in cafes and coffee shops, and but when you put it all together and assemble it, you need total quiet. You need an office space. You need a kind of proper little writer's studio to be all pretentious about it, where you just sit and sit there and be quiet. Yeah. I'm going to be there for the game tomorrow. Like, I'm looking forward to it. And 10 o'clock kickoff. So I've been scouting out the best locations. Like, sort of a bit of breakfast, a few Bloody Marys, get in the Mexico Strip, get the flag up. Like, because I brought a flag along, a Mexican flag along and had it over the decks. And I was in the Mexico Strip yesterday. Like. Right, that's a fatal mistake asking me an open-ended question like that, because I'm going to go on for months now. Like, yeah. Yeah, I think it's in general. I mean, one of the great things about being a writer is that you have to be interested in everything. You just have to take an interest in life. Even if it's like, even if there's horrible things going on, you have to take an interest in the politics of the day. You have to take an interest in what's going on in society. But you also have to take you have to take an interest in kind of literature and music and what people are doing, what they're getting up to. So yeah, I mean, everything's interesting me. I mean, I'm kind of I'm in that position whereby, and it gets worse and worse. The more stuff you get, we get exponentially. We get more stuff because of the internet. We get bombarded with stuff. So what I need to do is develop more filters and get kind of less and less and be able to sort of narrow all this down. But I get fascinated, I get diverted so easily and kind of distracted by just about anything.